I hope I could put this back together. Oh, I don't really know what I'm doing. Close your eyes when you do this. If you wire this correctly, you can traverse through space-time. The day has come, my friends. It's time to overhaul the old Fender Strat. Volume knob. You gotta find a sweet spot and don't touch it again. It spins forever. Pickup switch. Oh. Sometimes I get all three. So let's take it down the hall and get it fixed up. We have the Fender Strat on the operating table. I'm going to start by taking the strings off. And then I'm going to clean the neck and clean the pickup magnets. Tool list for cleaning the neck and the pickups. You will need some type of masking tape, microfiber cloth, no lint, really fine steel wool, miscellaneous tools, screwdrivers and pliers, and the chemicals: Dunlop Formula 65, Proline Lemon Oil Fretboard Conditioner, Music Nomad F1 Oil, and the almighty WD-40. Pretty nasty, pretty rusty, in bad shape. Just going to loosen the tension. Close your eyes when you do this. Those were new. Not anymore. Okay, I'm going to start by just kind of cleaning the big debris off the whole thing. The dust, you can see it. It's pretty bad. Pretty nasty. I'm going to start by using just a polish cleaner and kind of clean the whole thing, get around the pickups and get the big gunk off. First, I'll use a little paintbrush. Be fancy with it. If I had a vacuum cleaner, that's what I'd be doing, but I don't. I do, it's just in the other room, and it's noisy. Okay, I'm going to use this Formula 65 and a lint-free cloth, just a couple blaps. I don't think you want to use bleach or chemicals like that. I just went to the Guitar Center and they helped me out quite a bit, actually. They're nice to me there. They told me to get these things, so I got them, and they are working. I don't know if I've ever done this. Maybe when I first started buying guitars 20, 30 years ago. But this thing it's been a couple decades, and you can tell. Obviously, you heard it too, so. Next up, so it's halfway, it's big stuff's off. I'm going to use lemon oil fretboard conditioner. Fella told me this would eat away at all my nastiness on here. This doesn't spray very much. It is a little oily as well. Take a shot of that so you can see. Okay, so there's some oil. Now you can really tell where them fingers have been. That's quite disgusting. Old boy told me to use steel wool. Looks like if you just keep conditioning it, maybe the wood soaks up the little micro scratches and fills back in. If not, I'm ruining my neck. 12th fret, pretty clean. 13, 11. Not so much. Okay, so I'm just going to rub a dubba. So I've noticed, kind of with woodworking before, I wanted to avoid going against the grain. I had to, when I wanted to scrub a lot, I would go with the grain. Just out of fear of scoring it. But I kind of did both. And it doesn't look too, doesn't appear to have damaged it at all. So 99% of it is clean. I'm going to mask off basically the magnets. Okay, I'll just show you this one. It has been masked off. Not the best masking job, but whatever. All right, now my buddy said WD-40 and steel wool. Oh my God. Just a little, couple squirts on a rag. I'm going to go on top. I've got a little nylon toothbrush type of thing. Try that first. Nope, I need something more serious. Steel wool, definitely. It does stick to the magnets, but whatever. Okay, that definitely worked. You can see all the dirt, the nastiness. I'll take that masking off and then do it to the next two. Shiny, not shiny. Okay, now that that's, I don't know if you need to let it set, but it's probably set for 10 minutes. The neck, this is F1 oil, 1 dab per fret. Might be overkill, but whatever. I think this just goes into the wood and helps it from drying out, I believe. Okay, everything is clean that I want to clean so far. Now I'm going to take the pick guard off. Tools for the wiring portion of this video. You will need a soldering iron, some type of flux, wire strippers. I think mine went down to 30 gauge. The wires were 22 gauge. Miscellaneous tools, screwdrivers, pliers, etc. And of course the guitar wiring kit. I'm going to pop the volume knobs off first. Just using a screwdriver to pry the Look at them pretty pickups. Look at that madness. Whew. Okay, so I think there's 10 screws. I should be using a hand screwdriver. All the screwdrivers I have here at the studio for some reason are big. I don't know. Maybe I was doing a project somewhere else, but I don't know where my small screwdrivers are. So the only small things I have are in bit format. No pun intended. Let's get that. Let's look at that. Let's just do it. Look at it. It's naked. So on a Fender Strat, all the electronics are connected to the pick guard. Looks like a madhouse. I have somewhere around here a new wiring kit. My replacement kit came with 3 pots, potentiometers, 5-way switch, an input jack, capacitor, a capacitor with a resistor, and then some type of, looks like a grounding screw. I believe if you wire this correctly, you can traverse through space-time. I think. Full disclaimer, I don't really know what I'm doing. So my kit has come with a wiring diagram, which is super handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these screws off, these nuts that are holding the pots on. unscrew the 5-way switch and clip all the wires. I'm going to leave a little bit connected. That way I know if I have to go back to this, I know what colors go where. The brain is out. I hope I can put this back together. I'm going to assemble the parts. That way they're rigid when I'm soldering. I don't have to hold it in a couple different areas. I'll just assemble it all and then solder it when it's in place. I might regret that, I might not. I've got everything screwed together. This gives me something rigid, so I don't have to clamp it as much, hopefully. Okay. So, one thing I'm noticing is it's not the same wiring setup. I'm just going to trust this piece of paper. It's definitely not the same. I mean, even the capacitor is on a different pot. So, I just got to trust it. Now, I've replaced jacks and soldered cables together and some speaker stuff. But small, intricate, this is small to me. Okay. So, I don't know a lot about it. I'm just going to trust this piece of paper. Wish me luck. Okay, I've got it all mangled back together. I'm going to put the whole guitar back together and hopefully it works. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to go put my knobs on. They're soaking in water right now. I'm going to put my back plate on. And we're going to go plug it in. Moment of truth, my friends. I hear noise. Oh, these small strings are weird. It works. Let's see if the volume works. I'm out of tune. No noise on my pickups. Switches. Okay, that works. And she's quiet. Holy crap. Thanks for watching. That was a long one. Thanks for sticking in there. I'll see you next week. Hey friends, it's Polly here. Hey, if you dug that video, you might want to check out some of my other playlists. Studio tips, DIY builds, gear reviews, guitar lessons. Welcome to the family. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and I'll see you in a couple days.